Who's your influence?
Well, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do biggest influence, obviously, is Steve Martin, but then the sub
Yes.
influences are like vaudeville and W.C. Fields. I mean, Steve Martin because he does a lot of
Yeah.
unusual, weird novelty tricks and bizarro stuff. When I was a small child, I was part of the Steve Martin fan club.
No way.
I have a certificate. Sometimes I put it on my Instagram to make people jealous. And then also, I think I've said old timey, long ago, vaudeville. W.C. Fields, who we know as a funny movie actor, being mean to children. He is also an influence because I love being mean to children.
And you juggle.
I juggle. That's it. Steve Martin juggled. W.C. Fields juggled. W.C. Fields also does cigar boxes, and I do cigar boxes, and he does actual cigar boxes. Where
You've been wanting to do comedy since you were a kid.
No,
But-
that
but
is
that's-
incorrect.
But Steve Martin, you're going way back.
Yes, I was a
fan club.
fan. There's a difference.
Oh, yeah, there is a
I was an
difference.
introverted, shy hobbit troll, not being able to look girls in the eye, not being able to articulate myself in real life.
Do you have hecklers? Or kids?
I have many
heckle
hecklers. You can go adult, kid, everything, but everybody has hecklers. I will
your
give you
worst?
the one that I would say is this will be a double answer. The worst show and the worst heckler. I'll go worst show first. Was an Armenian christening. I was doing a show at Flappers, and this woman, she loved my show. The audience loved it. She said, "Will you do my kids' christening?" I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And it was from where we're sitting right now. It's about a mile that way, everybody. And it was at this big thing, and it was very Armenian. The kids were there, the adults were there, and they introduced me in Armenian, which I wasn't prepared for.
Yeah.
It was like David Letterman, Sesame Street. Please welcome Michael Rayner. Now here's the thing. It was weird because as I was starting the show, I threw out a juggling ball for like a kid to throw back later on, and another Armenian kid came up and punched him in the gut and took it away. I said, "Is this normal?" They go, yeah, that's normal. Don't worry about it." 10 minutes into the show, all of a sudden a guy is right next to me and he goes, "Michael, parents want to dance now. Go to back room with children and finish show." So I gather up all this stuff. We go to the back room. Nobody's there, but it's like this 250-pound black security guard. Next thing you know, the kids are grabbing the hatchet out of my bag. Their other kids are jumping into my wheelbarrow and crashing into walls. And the security guy goes, "You got this, bro. I don't know what to do, bro. This is all you, bro." So I just kind of gathered the dangerous stuff and let them have anarchy. And it was awful. And then the dad just came off and peeled me hundreds to pay me. And I felt like such a prostitute. I did tricks for money, and it was humiliating. Second was at a Chabad center once. A little 8-year-old girl threw a juggling ball right at my glasses, and it pushed so hard that it cut into my glasses, cut into my nose, and I started dribbling blood
No.
during the
Oh
show.
my God.
And the kids are like, "Are you bleeding?" And I said, "Yes, I am. Enjoy the show, everybody." And strangely, my kids had to go to that show because it was an emergency show. Somebody called, said, "We need entertainment for this thing." I said, "Got to bring my kids." They said, "Fine." So my kids were like, "You were bloodied at a show." So yeah, but I got the money.
Have you ever said no, though?
Have I ever said no to a show?
Yeah, like what show have you...
I don't think I've ever said no to a show. Why? I don't think I've ever had a weird show.
Just when they're like asking you to do some off the wall.
Well, my friend Devin of Devin and Joel, you know Devin and Joel. Devin mentioned to me the other day that there was some kind of gay show that she does where all the men are naked. It's the largest gay nudist club. She's allowed to wear clothes because she goes and performs. But if you're a man, you have to be naked. And she said she could get me probably several $1,000s. And for a minute, I was like, "Yeah, I don't care." And then I was like, I don't know if I want to be naked for my whole show. Because then when I'm juggling my balls, it would be kind of awkward. You know, I saw the question you asked me earlier. Do I have any strange tweets or Facebook messages? And that really made me think, because I don't think I've ever had a strange tweet or a Facebook message, and now I feel kind of terrible that I have never been the victim of a strange tweet or Facebook message.
Really?
Maybe it's indicative of women, comics or performers. They're always getting lascivious men saying stuff. But I can't even think of any strange tweet.
So you don't get mean fans, or
I've never had a mean fan. What I have had, if this might help out,
yeah.
I'm gonna get to you this. I have Googled myself, as we do in performing, and then in a deep Google search, and I'm not talking first page, second page, third page. I'm talking like when you get to like page 22, and I went deep. I went to deep Google search.
Were you sober?
Yes, I was sober, because I want to know what people say, because you have to go through.
You don't need to explain it to me.
Well, there's two different things. There's the people that are you, but in another country that are not you. Like there's a Michael Rayner photographer in Australia.
I don't have that problem.
There's a Michael Rayner who at one time, IMBD had him married to my wife, who is an opera singer or music hall singer in England, and my wife's British, so they had hooked them up, and he's like 70. And
so you have to. It's okay.
So deep Google search, I had somebody say, "Can you believe that nerd that spun a cheeseburger on an umbrella from 30 Seconds to Fame is married to Maura Quirk from Nickelodeon Guts?" Because my wife was on a Nickelodeon show. Then they had to figure out, who's Maura Quirk married to. Then they found me. Then they did kind of went through all the possibilities who I am. Found a clip of me on 30 Seconds to Fame. And then they wanted to say something disparaging. So that was a deep search.
That is strange. That's really strange.
People contacting me just regular, no strange tweets.
That's strange
no
to
strange
me, though.
Whatever.
Like, well, it just affected you. It affected you. Because you wonder what did people do with their time? Like if they have.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He had to really search out that I was married to Mo from Guts. There was a lot of time he put into hate.
Yeah, so that's strange. That counts for
quite
sure.
Quite a search for him.
Yeah. Any others?
No, that was it. Luckily, I'm so unknown that it's not enough people to hate me. I feel that success breeds a little bit of contempt.
Yeah.
And right now, my success is in the phase that only people that like me say things about me.
Yeah.
I'm not successful enough to have haters yet.
Yeah.
That's the sign of success. Once you're big enough to have, really, people know you on a national level, that's when your haters come out.